Hello, and welcome to Miami Seaquarium's whale, dolphin, and training video. My name is Courtney Carroll, and today I'll be taking you into the ever-popular world of marine mammal training. A career working with whales and dolphins is a truly rewarding profession, but it's one that takes hard work, a good education, physical endurance, lots of patience, and a true love for these animals. Now, before we can jump on stage with these aquatic performers, it's really important that we learn a little bit more about their fibrous connective tissue containing no bone or muscle. It is used for balance in the water. Now, most people know that dolphins are extremely intelligent animals. Some, however, do mistake them as fish. Let's ask the dolphins what they think about that. Hey, are you guys fish? That's right. Whales and dolphins are not fish. They're actually members of the order Cetacea and are mammals just like you and I. Now, one very important characteristic that mammals share is the fact that we all have hair. Here is a picture of a baby dolphin calf. Notice the hairs on either side of its rostrum. These hairs will fall out within the first few days after it is born. A second characteristic of being a mammal is the fact that we all breathe air. Now, humans breathe through our nose. Dolphins, however, breathe through a blowhole located on the top of their heads. Just below the blowhole is the dolphin's melon. Both the blowhole and the melon are used for sound production and an important sixth sense known as echolocation. Cetaceans produce two types of sounds that serve different functions, communication and echolocation. Sounds caused by emotional situations or those used for communication take the forms of whistles or pulse bursts like these. Research has shown that in killer whale and bottlenose dolphin populations, each animal within the species has its own signature whistle, much like every dog has its own unique bark. Immediately after birth, calves will begin to create their own personal whistle. Now, here at Miami Seaquarium, our Pacific white-sided dolphins perform a variety of vocalizations like these. Not bad. But when a killer whale like Lolita vocalizes, her sounds can be heard from miles away. Sounds emitted from the melon for the purpose of orientation or analyzing one's environment are known as echolocation. Low-frequency emissions can travel far distances and allow the animal to explore its surrounding environment. Once an interesting object is detected, higher frequency emissions are released to explore that object in better detail. These sound waves travel through the water at a speed of 1 mile per second, bouncing off an object and returning to the dolphin in the form of an echo. The echo waves are received through the tip of the lower jawbone and are then transmitted to the brain, forming a detailed picture. Now, dolphins have excellent eyesight both above and below the water's surface. Echolocation, however, provides them with a more precise means of locating and identifying objects around them. To prove this point, Noel is going to retrieve this ring without the use of his eyes. He'll have only his sense of echolocation to find, retrieve, and return the ring to his trainer, Kim. Hi, Kim. Why don't you tell us what we're doing here?
All right, we're going to put the eye cups on Noel's eye so that he will not be able to see, and he will have to use his echolocation to find the ring. Here you go, Courtney. Give it a toss.
Okay, here we go. Not only does echolocation help our dolphins to find rings, but in the wild, it helps them to avoid predators and, most importantly, find food. Good job, Noel. And speaking of food, one of our trainer's most important jobs is preparing plenty of fish for our dolphins to eat. Behind the scenes at Miami Seaquarium, you can catch our marine mammal trainers in action. Now keep in mind, it's 9 a.m. in the morning here. While most of you are off to class or preparing that first cup of coffee at work, our trainers are here cleaning, gutting, and preparing fish for the day. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Morning.
What kind of fish are we preparing this morning?
We have 3 different types. The first one's a Cape, it's a small silvery fish. The next one is the herring. It's a little bit bigger. That's a herring.
Okay.
Then the last one is the huge giant salmon.
All right. Now, do we feed the dolphin the salmon?
No, not usually.
Okay. All right. And let's go for the killer whale.
It is. We cut off its head, and we gut it, and we chop it into 3 pieces, and then it's ready for her.
Great. All right, well, you guys seem to have everything under control. It smells really good in here. You guys have a great morning. We're going to have our very first training session, so we'll catch you guys a little later.
All right, have a good day.
Let's take the next few minutes to begin discussing the different types of behaviors we'll be training our dolphins. To help us with this, we'll be turning to Roberta Cutter, one of our education instructors.
Thanks, Courtney. Animals have 2 types of behaviors, innate and learned. Innate behaviors are natural activities that animals know instinctively after birth. These include swimming, breathing, nursing, eating, and mating. Learned behaviors, on the other hand, must be taught to the animal. Some learned behaviors are taught by other animals, and some are taught by our trainers. For example, mimicking is a learned behavior in which one animal learns directly from another without the involvement of a trainer. We often see mimicking behaviors between a mother and her calf. Shaping is a learned behavior in which the animal is taught a behavior by the trainer. Shaping a behavior, especially in the beginning, is a long and time-consuming process. There are 4 steps in the shaping process. These include creating a hand signal, using a target, applying a bridge, and following through with reinforcement. A hand signal is a means of communicating an idea or behavior to the dolphin. For example, every time our dolphin trainer does this, the dolphin should do this. A target is used to show the dolphin exactly where it is to perform its behavior in the water. For example, this target pole can be slapped into the water and removed quickly. This will show the animal where to perform its behavior. A bridge is a means of communicating to an animal that it has completed a behavior correctly. A bridge can be a verbal response, such as the word good. A more common bridge is the use of a whistle, like this. A dolphin trainer will blow on this whistle, letting the animal know that it has completed its behavior correctly. It then knows to return to the dock for reinforcement. Reinforcers are used to reward an animal for a correct behavior. There are 2 types of reinforcers, primary and secondary. The primary, or number 1 reinforcer for dolphins, is fish. Secondary, or other reinforcers, include ice chips, toys, fresh water from a hose, or a rub down. Let's see these 4 stages put together in a successful training attempt. Here we have our trainer and her dolphin. The trainer gives the hand signal, and the dolphin is off to perform. A second trainer slaps the target pole on the water. The trainer gives the bridge, in this case a whistle, and the dolphin returns to the dock for its reinforcement, fish. Not all attempts at training a behavior go this smoothly. Sometimes the dolphin does not perform correctly. What should we do when this happens? Let's go down to Courtney on the docks and find out.
Thanks, Berta. When an animal does not perform a behavior correctly, the bridge or whistle is not given. When the animal returns to the dock, no reinforcement is provided. At this point, the trainer puts the animal in a 3-second timeout. During this time period, the trainer will ignore the animal. When the trainer is ready again, the signal is given for a second attempt. And now that we have a better understanding of the training process, let's check out some of these behaviors in our marine mammal shows. spy hopping, breaching, bow, lobtail, dorsal toe, tail walk, slide out, Roman ride, wave, spinning aerial.
Now, training is important in putting together a good show, but the most important behaviors are the ones which allow our vet and training staff the ability to maintain the health of our animals. These are known as husbandry behaviors. Now, earlier today, I had the opportunity to speak with Dr. Maya Menchaca, head veterinarian here at Miami Seaquarium, about the importance of husbandry behaviors with our whales and dolphins.
Now, most people think that the veterinarians just jump in the water to check the animals out, which is not the case. As we can show you here, the one procedure we're going to do today is called an exhale. Now, an exhale, we've trained these animals to give us just a real forceful blow. It's almost like blowing your nose, as you can hear.
Okay.
And then we'll take a sample like this Petri dish here, and we'll actually collect the sample. That sample, then we'll culture it, we'll test it, and see if there's any inflammatory process or any bacteria that's not supposed to be there in the respiratory tract.
Okay.
So here, Toki's going to show us what an exhale is all about.
All right.
There you go. So you see, so now we have a really good sample. We'll send it off to the lab and just make sure that she doesn't have any respiratory illness. And we get to monitor just different organ systems through these type of samples. This one is called an exhale. Another question always asked of the veterinarian is, where do you draw blood on your dolphins or killer whales? So we'll show you that procedure right here.
Okay.
On the whales here, you can actually visualize it really well. And you see how you can see just right here, the white area?
Right.
There you go.
Definitely.
They have an arterial venous plexus, and here you can see all the tributaries. And this is where we draw blood on these animals. So as you can see, they just stand still for it, and we take it, and we have another view into their medical status.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you very much.
And here's our favorite procedure, which is a sonogram on a Pacific white-sided dolphin. And it's really neat when we get to do a pregnant dolphin because we can actually see the fetus inside. And if you look at the screen here, you can actually see a 3-month fetus, and you can actually see movement, which is really exciting. So we can monitor their gestation and their pregnancy just like they do in humans. And here you go. So as you can see, it's very non-invasive. It's very easy on the animal, and we get to see so much information.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
As much fun as it may seem to work with whales and dolphins, keep in mind that much of a trainer's day is spent behind the scenes, preparing medical charts, doing laundry, disinfecting facilities, scrubbing buckets, and preparing food. So do you think you have what it takes to be a marine mammal trainer? Let's test your knowledge to see how much we've learned during our time together today.
Now it's time to test your knowledge. Question number 1. Which of the following helps a dolphin to balance in water? Is it A, pectoral flippers, B, dorsal fin, C, tail flukes, or D, caudal peduncle? The answer is B, dorsal fin. Question number 2. Shortly after birth, every dolphin creates its own signature. Is it A, behavior, B, frequency, C, whistle, or D, echolocation? The answer is C, its own signature whistle. Question number 3. All of the following are innate behaviors except A, spy hopping, B, breathing, C, swimming, or D, nursing. If you picked A, spy hopping, then you're correct. Question number 4. Which of the following is not a part of shaping a learned behavior? Is it A, bridge, B, target, C, reinforcement, or D, hand signal? This was a trick question. Actually, all of the answers are correct. Number 5. Which of the following is a primary reinforcer? A, rub down, B, fish, C, ice chips, or D, toys? That's right, B, fish is the correct answer. And finally, number 6. Which of the following could be considered a husbandry behavior? Is it A, spy hopping, B, slide out, C, exhale, or D, toe push? The answer is C, exhale.
Marine mammal trainers know that their work is a labor of love. Through their hard work and dedication, thousands of individuals, just like you and I, have an opportunity to see these magnificent animals live and up close. We hope that by displaying our animals' natural abilities and beauties, you too will be dedicated to helping preserve our oceans. Until next time, thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
When you see what there is to see at Miami's Aquarium, you'll see sharks and dolphins,